Hello, 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 Entertainment Daily lovers. A good day. Good morning from my end. Let's do a quick one. There's so much news to cover, but whew, let's do the best we can. I will be traveling, so I thought I should just announce that, or else back to back, we should be having content covering the very dark man's case and every other thing that is trending. So I'll try to drop as much as I can. And so I'll try to drop as much as I can. And then if you don't hear from me, know that yes, I am on my way. I am en route. So I won't be able to cover so much. But so far, let me see what I can drop before it's time for me to embark on my trip. Okay, so we are going to be talking about the very dark man, EFCC, and so much more. So remember the last time we were talking about how the very dark man has actually stepped on so many toes. And the question was, who actually ordered for the kidnap? Because people want to say it's arrest, it's, they have him in detention, whatever definition you want to use. I feel like it does not fit the picture or the video of what we saw. What we saw was somebody being hijacked from the road, okay, coming out from a bank and being hijacked, treated like a criminal, even though the person has not been convicted of any crime yet. So I don't see how that will be called an arrest, because that's not what we call it. Because the proper arrest is much more different from even when they arrest people that are, like murder suspects, that they know and they have evidence that these people are murder suspects and they are guilty of something. It is always, quite different. They will pick you up, tell you to follow them, and then you go to, the police station, and they, read you your Miranda rights and things like that, and then start questioning and then charge you to court. What's my point? They do it the proper way. But here, what do we see? VDM coming out from the bank, going to settle something that had to do with his mom, and out of the blue he was picked up from the streets. I don't care, people are saying, oh well, there was an outstanding warrant for his arrest, or whatever the explanation is. The way he was picked up is totally wrong, and that's something we see a lot now. I don't know if I've mentioned, but this is this topic is connected to politics today, so that's what we're talking about now. One thing I know is the fact that Nigerian politicians are people that are in power, holding certain power, small or big. They like to always misuse the power. They like to always abuse the power. That is something that we've always seen happening over and over again. So right now we're going to be talking about the EFCC statement that I find very weird. Please drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think, because in my opinion, EFCC dropping this, what I categorically call nonsense, is really weird. Now tell me, it's been alleged, because I would say it's been alleged because EFCC is yet to drop an official statement. If you're just joining, good morning, please like the live stream. I just want to quickly drop this one here because I'll be traveling, so I might not be able to drop another video tonight and tomorrow morning. I don't know how many days I'm gone for, so please bear with me, Entertainment Daily family. I will be back, and we'll be back to creating content back to back. So I said, let me just come in this morning and drop one or two on this VDM stain, and before I go. So please like the live stream, share, and let's keep talking. Lend your voice. This is not something that you want to be quiet about. Whatever noise you're hearing in the background, pardon me. Okay, I'm multitasking, I'm doing stuff, and I just want to sit out here, also have this conversation with you people. So I said, okay, let me set my camera so you people watch the road. Okay, summertime is approaching. Okay, it's actually spring because it's May. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Okay, for those of you that are coming to the channel for the first time, this is Greece. What you're looking at, what you see, the view, this is Greece, from one of the Greek islands. All right. Okay, let me show you. Yes. Greece. Yes, that's where we're talking from. That's where we're reporting the news from. Okay. So back to VDM stuff. I find it very funny that EFCC would actually kidnap VDM and refuse to drop an official statement. Why did I say kidnap? This is not the first time we've seen EFCC doing something like this. EFCC has actually done something like this before, severally. But the most recent one they did was it Durofaro Timi? Okay, that I think he's also an activist, and that man was also picked up rough handled in his home. And there was another guy, another man also, I think he's actually a northerner, if I'm not mistaken. The man that was saying that they knocked on his home, got into his home by force. Then his wife was asking, what do you want? And then he came, heard his wife exchanging words with people, and then he came down to find out what was going on. And they didn't allow him to wear his clothes, they didn't allow him to wear shoes, they didn't allow him to go upstairs to pick up anything. So this is something that we know that EFCC will always do. But meanwhile, the main people that we have seen, we have heard, we have evidence, we know that they've been accused of stealing from the nation, like politicians. You don't ever see them rough handling them. You don't see them being arrested. They are still working freely. They still attend events. They talk. They're just there in the open. So it's not as if you say we're searching for the person, we cannot find the person, that's why we've not arrested the person. That is not the case. But of course, it's Nigeria. Politicians are able to do whatever they want, steal billions upon billions upon billions. It's been alleged that millions upon millions were given to people as bribe and things like that. Those people have not been picked up. Those people have not been arrested yet. So I don't even understand what is actually going on with this thing of picking up VDM, rough handling him the way they did rough handle him. So now these people chose not to drop off, EFCC chose not to drop official statement, of which when they kidnap somebody, when the public gets to know about it, or when the lawyers or the family members cries that, oh, EFCC came to my place, arrested my sibling, arrested my family member, and things like that, EFCC always released an official statement. Okay, EFCC would always release an official statement, okay, to the fact that, okay, the person was picked up for so and so reason. We're investigating this, we know. But in the case of VDM right now, VDM, they did not drop any official statement. They did not even bother to acknowledge if it was them or it is the police or it's another agency that picked up VDM. And I find that very fishy. I find that very suspicious that they would do something like this and they don't want to bother to say, oh, we did it and this is the reason. Or even if you don't want to say the reason, just say we have him and he is in our custody. Let's know, because he was kidnapped from the road with people wearing mufti, from what we know. Now, moving on to the next. A lot of people were talking, there's a lot of speculations out there. TV stations like Arise and the rest, I think, were also talking about the whole thing. And there is a post that came out where I think it was also Rufai that tweeted about it and was explaining about what happened. And I find it weird that EFCC will not come out and drop an official statement telling us why VDM was captured from the road, kidnapped, mind you, kidnapped from the road, just like that, like a criminal being forced allegedly to give his phone and his password and things like that. And you're coming out to tell us the post you're making is fake news. This is fake news. So let's go over to EFCC, because remember from the last post we did about VDM, I kept saying it, that I kept checking. Okay. Hello, Marilyn Guerra. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you. How are you doing, Queen? Thank you so much for joining. So I kept checking EFCC's page to see official statements. So from there, we're hearing from the horse's mouth, right? We will know who is suing him, because people said, oh, it's the gospel singer. The gospel singer. I don't want to mention her name, but I personally don't think this particular kidnapping of VDM from the street has anything to do with the gospel singer. It might be in connection, like kind of, but not directly. If I want to just take a wild guess, I would rather guess that it's in connection to the recent few last videos he did before he went missing. Godswill Akpabio, the Senate president, and all those other, the northern governor, because those people were just screaming, even though they know that their governors weren't doing anything. VDM didn't say anything wrong. What he said was the truth. What he said was correct. But yet they want to act like, oh, you're picking on us, you're picking on our people, and you're doing things that you were not supposed to do and things like that. Now, moving on to the next thing that I want us to actually, discuss here is the fact that EFCC would not tell you people why they picked up the very dark man. But when the media stations or when the general public starts alleging and they feel like, oh, these are people that have the numbers, these are people that their whatever they have to say will actually count. And what did they do was to come out and say fake news. Why would you not even announce that we're not the one that kidnapped the very dark man, but you are able to come online? Let's go over to Instagram and let's pull up EFCC's page. Okay, let's go to Let's pull up EFCC and let's read their official statement. If you're joining us, welcome to Politics today, and let me know what you think about the topic that is being discussed. And I don't care what sentiment anybody have with Very Dark Man. Okay, the Very Dark Man came out and said that Godswill Akpabio went to Italy to mourn the death of the Pope and for the funeral, and what's the reason we have much problem. He is 110% right. Very Dark Man is someone that, when he's in that his insultive mood, being petty, I don't like it, and I always call him out. But in this particular topic, he was spot on. What was Godswill Akpabio and our politicians doing in Rome, be Italy, wherever they went to? What are they doing every second, every minute? They're in Europe, they are abroad, they are just enjoying their life. They have to go for they are abroad. They've got it still. They are abroad and they want to go over for healthcare. They want to do whatever they want to do. Okay, so they've made even 3 extra posts from when they did this VDMs on, but they will not drop official statement that states what is going on with VDM. So there's a post here from BBC, and I think the reason why EFCC responded to this particular news was because it was BBC that reported it, and they know that if BBC is carrying this news, once BBC carries it, other people will also carry it. Like, do you understand? Like other what are they called? Are called news channels will also carry it. Other news channels will also carry the news, and the next thing, the whole world is now looking in and paying attention to, like, what is really going on over there. And that Nigerian politicians hate it when the international bodies need to get involved or even sense what is even going on in Nigeria and things like that. They don't like it at all, and they will do everything in their power to make sure that they cover it up, right? So this I see, it says BBC Pidgin. Okay, so BBC Pidgin carried it, and it says EFCC talk why them arrest Very Dark Man VDM. So EFCC, spoke about why they arrested a VDM. That's what BBC in Pidgin carried. So BBC Pidgin, that's Nigeria version, right? Or BBC. And immediately EFCC went, screenshotted that photo, which is what you see on the thumbnail here, and they wrote boldly across the screen, "fake news." They did not caption it. They did not say anything, but they just wrote "fake news." And this is posted on EFCC's official page. Okay, so verified, okay, well verified page. That's where they have this post on. So you don't want to answer, you don't want to respond to the citizens. If it's a nation where they care about the citizens and the politicians care about their citizens, one day at least compel EFCC to tell us. It's a simple question the masses are asking. The average Nigerian is asking, did EFCC arrest VDM? So we know, is it unknown gunmen? Is it kidnappers? Is it the police? Is it SSS? Is it, we don't know, like, who is responsible for the kidnapping of VDM? Because it was not an arrest, to the best of our knowledge. Simple answer. If EFCC could come out and drop an official statement that says EFCC did not arrest VDM, we have no clue, we don't know, we're not responsible for it, and then we can start looking to other, people, start asking the police, is the police responsible? Is one particular politician try to find out who actually kidnapped VDM? That's the question. But the fact that EFCC kept mute until BBC Niger, actually, BBC Pidgin, okay, I call them BBC Niger anyway, but BBC Pidgin announced this. BBC Pidgin actually announced this, and then they came screenshot and they're saying, they're calling it fake news. And the fact that they didn't even bother to caption, put this, writing fake news, and then at least put a caption, put a title, and say, we're not responsible, we're not this, don't listen to BBC. No, they just screenshot what BBC Pidgin posted and wrote fake news on top of it. And that's where they ended the whole thing. Now, then they added another post from Usaini Rufai, right? Usaini is someone that is always very vocal. Actually, he's been also mentioned in this Natasha and the Professor Make's case and things, which is also another topic that we're covering here. When I'm back, I believe we'll continue with that conversation too. We'll have a lot of gist to cover. So after they posted the first one, I said fake news. They now posted this one from Hosseini Rufai's verified page, and this is what Hosseini Rufai had tweeted. And he said, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission has said that the arrest of social media influencer Martin Ose, popularly known as the Very Dark Man, was carried out over multiple petition. Okay, this their big huge write up covers some of this over multiple petitions, and it is okay, to its agency, the anti-graft agency. Is it confirmed on BBC News Pidgin through its spokesperson Dele Oyewale on Monday? According to the Very Dark One, according to him, the Very Dark Man was taken into custody following the complaint of several petitioners on the allegation of cyber stalking. He said, we arrested him to respond to a series of allegations raised against him by some petitioners. So now they are saying that the representative of EFCC actually spoke about this. But my question here is, now why is EFCC saying that it was not a statement from their own representative and it is not them that released this, even though the person's name is being mentioned here and it's been alleged that the person said that this is the reason why? And who is this cyber stalking that they're saying that is from because of several and even if that's the case, what the hell, this person blew the horn like that? Some people are weird. So even if that's the case, it still does not justify the fact that he was kidnapped from the street. Let's say multiple people petitioned EFCC to arrest him. You still will not go to the streets and hijack him the way you hijack him. You first invite him over, that he's been petitioned by so many people. He needs to come to your headquarters or your branch office or whatever to come and answer questions, and the Very Dark One would show up. And if he refuses to show up, then we will know that, okay, you people said he should come and answer questions, but he did not come to answer questions. So I think all of these things that EFCC is actually explaining does not make any form of sense. When you look at it, it does not make any form of sense at all. So here, let me see, there's something on okay, so it's been okay also about the let me see here, the lawyer of the Very Dark Man. Let's go to Linda Ikeji's blog here, and this post says that immediately he got into the, because they've been saying that his lawyer Deji has been somewhere abroad, talking from abroad, instead of him to come back to Nigeria and find out what is happening, let him be on ground and find out what is going on and things like that. But instead he's there abroad talking and talking. This other blogger that became a blogger for the what are they called, he became a I believe it's a she. It's a female. That blog, Cutie Jules, became a blogger for. I just want to say her name once. She's now a blogger for the politicians, for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the rest. She said I saw it on her platform first that the person that is really advocating for the Very Dark Man is Falana, which happens to be Fal's father. That he's the one that is on ground and he's advocating for the Very Dark Man. Meanwhile, Deji, who happens to be the lawyer for the Very Dark Man, is abroad and is and over there tweeting and talking about what he does not know, that when the Very Dark Man is released, the Very Dark Man should come and apologize to Falana for the issues they had. So this person, I guess that's why this particular person decided. Okay, so it's even Deji himself, said Comrade Deji Adenyaju said, got into the country this evening and went straight to VDM and EFCC. Just left him. We still cannot understand why he was arrested. EFCC said there is no petition against him after our repeated demand. So again, noticed. Let me put this on screen so you can see that. So this is, you see there, it says Comrade Deji, right? So he is also acknowledging. Remember, the first thing I spoke to you people about was the fact that EFCC, Oseni tweeted, and Oseni was talking about the fact that EFCC arrested the very dark man, and BBC reshared that, and they said it's fake news. But Deji, who happens to be the lawyer, is also confirming that it is them. So why are they denying? I will tell you the reason why these people will be denying this. The only reason why they are denying is the fact that this has to do with a politician rather than a regular person that has made money, that has power, or a gospel singer or anything like that. If it was a gospel singer or somebody else that was involved, I believe they would have handled it a little bit different from the way they are dealing with it right now. This has to be the handiwork of a politician. It is only the politicians that can be this shady. It's them that are always this shady. It doesn't matter how you want to look at it, but they are always this shady. So no wonder they would kidnap him and then pretend that he's not in their custody. If he's not in you people's custody, then who took him? And why a lot of people are insisting that he is in you people's custody. So much is going on online. People have been protesting. People are calling for the very dark man to be released. Now let's go over to the comment section of the post that was made by EFCC, where they called it fake news, that they are not the ones responsible for the arrest of the very dark man. Let's see that. Let's go to their comment section. So this, I will, in no particular order am I reading this. This person actually said that, then talk why una do una they reply fake news. Okay, so I guess this person is saying, tell us the reason why you people are saying that you're not responsible for the arrest of the very dark man, but you are able to come and release this, but you're not able to tell us if you were the one that was actually responsible for his arrest. Official statement was not dropped, nothing was done about it, but now you want us to believe that you are not responsible or you are not in connection to the arrest of this person. So why do you even care to even respond to this news that you're calling fake news, and you're telling us that you're not the one that actually did it? So that's another thing that we see here. Now, the next commenter said, do EFCC now arrest for alleged cyber allegation made? I thought they are supposed to be chasing fraudsters. What joke of a system? Exactly. It does not make sense. EFCC is supposed to be EFCC is supposed to be for crime and things like that, money laundering and all those kind of things. Those are the type of crime that they are supposed to be responsible for. EFCC is not the one. EFCC is not the police that if somebody break any law, you go and arrest the person, or you go give somebody a ticket if you park wrong. That is not the job of EFCC. EFCC is for crime and things like that, right? So I don't understand why, if he's cyber stalking someone, if he's defamed someone, it is not the job of EFCC to go and arrest the very dark man. So it still does not make any form of sense. Not at all. It doesn't make any form of sense. No matter how you try to look at it, it does not make sense. So let's continue taking some more comments. This other person said, let's report their page massively. Reporting their page massively will not do anything. It is actually going to work against the masses, because you need EFCC to be dropping information. What they are doing right now is actually wrong, because they were supposed to be dropping news, of what is actually going on, other than just going ahead and ignoring everybody, and everybody is asking, did you arrest, did you not arrest? And that information they don't want to spill. So you can actually see that is an issue there. So mass reporting their page mass reporting their page is not going to help, and it's not going to solve any problem at all. Now the next thing, it says kidnappers, and this one said, then drop the real news. People are asking, this one says, so why did they read what's the real news yourself now? And they're still asking, what is the real news? But they will not drop the real news, and that is very So why is it that they will not, at least drop the official statement, but they want to respond to everything else that is beating around the bush? Now, this one said there's supposed to be another organization that should also investigate the EFCC. Absolutely. Say EFCC, the kidnappers, hashtag free the very dark man. So a lot of people in the nation are really, furious about the hijacking of the very dark man. And it does make a lot of sense, because how do you just go to the street and you hijack someone and you want to pretend that the things that you're supposed to be doing, politicians that were accused of siphoning billions upon billions of nairas and dollars, which fall in the category of what you should be investigating as EFCC. You don't want to investigate that, but yet you want to come online and let everybody know that you're not responsible for this. Anyways, we will keep following this. I just wanted to come online and speak to you people about this breaking news from the EFCC saying that they're not responsible for anything, which nobody believes. Okay, so far from what we've been looking at from the comment section and everything, nobody believes anything that they are saying. Everybody believes that it's EFCC that took them, and some people are even saying that it's because of the statement he made about listen, Akpabio going to Italy for the death of the Pope. But that's the truth. Politicians just have misplaced priority. I don't understand how the nation is in trouble, you're going to EFCC to go for this thing. So I don't understand. Anyway, I'm going to round this up here. Like I said to you people, I might not be able to come on live today and maybe tomorrow, but let's see by the weekend, if maybe on Friday, God willing, if I'm back, like I'm traveling, so I'll be on the way, so I probably will not be able to go live. But if I have any opportunity to, I will still go live, because there's so many news to cover. VDM's case, Professor Mbeke and Senator Natasha, Godswill Akpabio, and many more. And these are things that we need to lend our voice to. Drop your own thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you all on the next conversation. Bye for now.